what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me this other.
Welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Miss Martin. So if you're new here, please welcome and feel at home. So today ni ile siku. I'm back here with a very interesting story. Guys, I've noticed that you're liking my stories so much. So nika decide, why not give you all these stories since I do have them. So welcome. Anywho, today the story that I'm talking about is how I came to Nairobi, or my first experience in Nairobi. You see, that time when you're coming from Ushago and you have no clue about Nairobi, ndio nawambia leo how my experience was. So guys, as I told you, I grew up in a place called Salama. Salama is along Mombasa Road. And there was a time when we relocated to the river when I was like in class 6 to class 8. So basically we stayed in the river for 3 years. And imagine, for all those 3 years, I never went to Nairobi. Hakuna, yani, it's so funny. But when I think about it, it's so funny because how can you stay in the river for almost 3 years and never go to Nairobi? That was me. So for those 3 years, the only place yenye nilienda mbali out of the river was Kitengela. Yeah. So now after class 8, I've gone back to Salama. And now I have these images about Nairobi. My father used to tell us so many stories about Nairobi. So nile unakaa chini, you build your own Nairobi in your head. I'm like, oh, Nairobi inakaa hivi. Like my father used to tell me that the tallest building in Nairobi is called KICC, and it's a building around. So you can imagine having that image in your head. Like those days I also used to have images of how America looks like. I'd never seen a movie from America. So for me, in my head, I thought in America there are no trees. I don't know. I even thought they walk on air. Anyway, so now I went to Nairobi immediately after high school. I had this friend. She's still my friend. She's called Agnes Kiseve. She's also a YouTuber. Please go check her out. Her name on YouTube is Agnes Kiseve. So Agnes Kiseve was my friend in high school. She was in Form 4 when I was in Form 3. No, Form 4 when I was in Form 2. Yeah. And she was my friend. I think she was my school mom, something like that. I can't remember very well. So now Agnes Kiseve, they used to stay in Nairobi. And we used to stay in Salama. So now after she finished high school, she got admitted to Kenyatta University. So immediately after I finished high school, we planned with her that I go visit them in Nairobi. They used to stay, I can't remember the place, Ruiru, they used to stay in Ruiru, So now I had to convince my dad to let me go to Nairobi because I'd never been to Nairobi. And I had to convince my dad that I have this friend who is hosting me. So he even talked to her to make sure that I was actually going to stay to her place. So my father agreed. So the day finally came. I remember I had packed the previous night so that in the morning I wouldn't have so many things to do. And my father is this person that when you're going somewhere, you have to wake up very early in the morning. He almost wanted me to leave at by 6. Naambia, dad, naenda kwa wenyewe jo, siwezi enda kuamsha watu kwa wenyewe. Plus I don't even know Nairobi. That means that Agi has to come from Ruiru and come for me in town. Na siwezi fika by 8, Agi anikujie Nairobi tao. So I convinced my dad to let me leave by 10 a.m. in the morning. So now the day came. I packed. I had a very big bag. You see, you're going to Nairobi. I was going to stay there for like how many weeks? Like a month or so. I can't remember. So sorry. I stayed. What am I saying? Yeah, the morning that I'm supposed to leave. So I woke up early in the morning. I couldn't even sleep that night because can you imagine going to Nairobi? Yani the place that you've always wanted to go and the day has come. You have to go. So I couldn't even sleep very well that night. So now the day came. My mom took me to the bus station. I remember she told the driver, huyu msichana ajui Nairobi, make sure umemshukisha Nairobi mwisho wa gari. So she made sure that niliingia gari zenye zinaenda mwisho wa yani sasa nasema nitawaambia aje, OTC, gari za kutoka kwetu zinaenda hadi OTC. So she made sure niliingia gari yenye inaenda hadi OTC na hiyo place inaitwa Adhosi. So nikaingia gari. So I remember in the car or in the matatu, I was so excited. I couldn't even fall asleep. You see the way you're traveling and you feel like sleeping, and people were sleeping, but for me I couldn't sleep because how can I sleep? Ntalala aje for real? I couldn't sleep. So I remember now after at the river, because I was already used kuona everything kwa barabara from home to at the river. Now from at the river to town, everything was new. All the buildings, and you know in at the river there's no these tall buildings. So now from Mulolongo, that's where you now start seeing these big buildings. Unaona hizi barabara mbili yenye gari zinateremka na zenye zinapanda. Everything was so new to me, yani I was so happy. So people started alighting from the car at venye tulifika inaitwa aje, City Cabanas. So from City Cabanas I thought pia mimi nafaa kushuka, so nilikuwa nataka kushuka. Then the conductor was instructed to make sure nimeshukia Adhosi. So he told me no, bado hatujafika, we are still, lazima tuendelee. So tukaendelea. So after now we reached Adhosi or OTC, kila mtu akashuka, but for me I remained in the car. I thought bado hatujafika because now people started alighting from City Cabanas. So I thought it's another stage where people are alighting. So mi nikakaa tu. After 5 minutes, I see everybody ameenda. I'm the only person left. Then the conductor comes and tells me, tumefika, hapa ndio mwisho wa gari. So I was like, oh, hapa ndio Adhosi. Mbona sioni mahali pameandikwa Adhosi? The conductor had to show me a building written or any shop written Adhosi so that I could believe this is the Adhosi that my mom was talking about. So nikashuka, and now Agia told me nikiwa karibu kufika I call her ndio atoke home and meet town. But me sikujua tukiwa karibu kufika, nilishtukia tushafika. So now I have to call Agi. So I'm calling Agi and I'm telling her I've already arrived. Now Agi now nimemwambia nishafika, she has to prepare herself and come. So she has to take like 1.5 hours to come for me. And I'm now here in this Nairobi yenye I've always waited to come to, and I have to stay for half an hour waiting for her. So mi nikashuka kwa gari, nikasimama hapo nje. I remember I had a kamulika mwizi, the small phone, and I had earphones. So I remember nilieka earphones zangu na nikaanza kusikiza music. Mimi naangalia Nairobi. You see, my dad had told me that in Nairobi there are so many people. And that was true. Kila mahali kulikuwa na watu. And my father had told me that you should take care of your property, your bag and your phone. Make sure they are ziko mahali macho yako inaweza ona, because there are so many thieves and pickpocketers. So you can imagine, I had this school bag, the big ones. Na ilikuwa imejaa manguo. So I had to carry it na mbele. So nimebeba bag yangu na mbele iko hapa. Si babangu alisema inaweza ibwa, so iko mbele yangu so that I can always see my bag. And my phone nimekashikilia, ni kadogo nimekashikilia. That was me. Actually everybody could see that aka kasichana kametoka ushago, because the way I was dressed. That's another thing. I remember nilikuwa nimevaa my best dress. Hey, but when I remember that dress, I don't even know what I was thinking. If you don't know, my dad is a pastor. And him being a pastor, we used to wear these long dresses or skirts. I didn't even have trousers. Sikuwa nishaivaa trouser ever. So now, I'm here waiting for a gig. Nikasema, as I wait for her, wacha nizunguke kidogo, niangalie Nairobi. So mimi nazunguka. Every building looks familiar. Every place looks familiar. Nashanga, hai, what is happening? Kwani niko wapi? Ikabidi nirudi mahali tu nilishukishiwa. I wait for a gig. Now after 1.5 hours, Agi calls me. She tells me that I'm in town. Tell me where you are so that I can come pick you up. You people, oh my guys, what? Now, I don't even know where I am. Namwambia Agi, niko mali, nimeshukishwa na gari. Agi ananiuliza, wapi exactly? Nini unaona familia? Anambia, niko mali, kuna watu wengi wa kushona viatu. You see, at home, at Salama, when somebody tells me niko mahali kuna fundi wa kushona viatu, I know exactly the place. So I didn't know that in Nairobi, almost every corner, you'll find those people. Again, anambia, kuna watu wengi wenye wanashona viatu Fei. Uko wapi? Hai, anambia, look for a name of a building. Ama something else unique, you tell me. Hai, mimi nikaangalia, nikamwambia, niko opposite hardware. Hey, hardware. Tahuku na hardware ngapi? Ngwe. Agi akaniambia hardware gani? Mimi nilisoma tu imeandikwa hardware. I didn't even see the name of the hardware. So I told her mimi niko opposite hardware. Agi had to look for an hardware. Akaniambia pia yeye ako kwa hardware and she can't see me. Akaniambia now to tell her the name of a building. Namwambia niko kwa building. Yeah, ilikuwa it was painted blue. Nikamwambia niko kwa building imepaintiwa blue. Well, I think Agi just gave up on me. She just gave up. Alikata tu simu and decided to look for me on her own. Because now, how will you start looking for somebody kwa building imepaintiwa blue or kwa hardware or karibu na watu wa kushona viatu? Because hizo vitu ziko almost every corner in town. But for me, I did not have any idea. I didn't know because where I come from, actually hardware ni mbili. So ukiniambia niko kwa hardware, I know the exact place where I'll come and see you. Anyway, luckily, after like 20 minutes, Agi found me. So now after Agi found me, tukaenda I think Odeon, yeah, kuchukua gari za kwenda Ruiru. For me, the only building that nilijua ni ile building nakwanga kubwa yenye iko na neti. Yenye iko na neti OTC, because it's up to date still there. Yeah, I think it's still there. That's the only building that I can remember from back then. So now tumeingia kwa gari, mimi na Agi huyo tukaenda hadi kwa Ruiru. Now, that was how I arrived in Nairobi. Now, most of the things used to shock me in Nairobi because everything was different from how I was used to. Now we get to Agi's place. And jioni I have to shower. And they shower na shower. Nasema nini na shower. I'd never had taken a shower na iyo shower before. Never ever. Kwa nani? So now mimi nikaenda nikafungulia shower. Maji ndio hiyo inamwagika. I'm supposed to simama hapo, maji nimwagikia. I cannot breathe. Maji inanimwagikia. I'm not able to breathe. Mimi natoka mbio naambia Gia, I can't do it. I cannot even breathe. So for the like for 2-3 weeks nilikuwa naoga na maji kwa basin because I cannot breathe. I don't know how to hold my breath when taking the shower. Aki, it was hard. It was a hard thing for me. I know for most of you mnashangaa huyu msichana. I was real kienyeji. Now, the other thing that used to amuse me ni choo ya kukalia. I had never experienced that before. So now I want to use the toilet na nafaa kutumia choo ya kukalia. Yeah, nilikuwa naona kwa movies but I didn't know how they operate. So mimi sikuwa najua ukishamaliza haja zako you are supposed to kufinyaka nini maji mwagike, ama ile ya kufanya hivi maji mwagike. I didn't know that. So mimi nilikuwa namaliza biashara zangu, mimi huyo maji kwa basin naenda na mwaga. So one day when I was on my long call, alisikia maji kimwagika, akatuliza fai, kwani hakuna maji? Nikamwambia haiko kabisa, na mbona unatumia maji kwa basin? Now I had to explain to her. Anyway, I managed to know how to use that toilet. So now after that, I think I went back. I stayed kwa Kinagi for how long? For like a month or so. Yes. So another thing yenye ilikuwa inanishangaza ya Nairobi, every building in Nairobi was written to let. I never used to read it as to let. For me that was toilet. You see the way they usually write to space then let. For me that space, it means ni I. They forgot kuweka hiyo I. Sorry for that. They forgot kuweka hiyo I. So for me nilikuwa naisoma kama toilet. So nilikuwa nashangaa hai, kwani Nairobi everywhere it's written toilet. Toilet. Every building is written toilet. I remember we went to a certain supermarket, Naivas. Then juu ya Naivas, another shop is written to let. But for me, I used to read it toilet. So for me in my head, I was like, oh, maybe imeandikwa hivyo so that after you're done with shopping, unaweza enda kwa choo. If you want to kuenda kwa choo. Oh my god, this is so funny, guys. Anyway, that was me. So actually, I came to know it's to let, not toilet, after years. Actually, it's my husband who was then my boyfriend who told me it's to let, not toilet. Actually, I asked him, hey babe, why is every building written toilet? Does it mean that everybody goes to toilet? Ama what's up? My husband laughed at me. Hey, alinichekelea. He was like, oh my god, it's not toilet, it's to let. To let, it means if you want a shop, this shop is vacant, it's to let. It was so funny, but I thank God for him. Hakunichekea. I think alinichekelea. Alishangaa wa. Hey. Anyway, I couldn't ask Agi because I'm sure angenichekelea. Anyway, don't mind my baby. Amekuja kusumbua kidogo. Anyway, as I was saying, you see these big apples zenye zinauzwa, which zinauzwa almost everywhere, 30 bob. I'd never tasted one. You know, in our church at Salama, we usually host wazungus. Sana. So now such fruits, I could only see them when the wazungus are being served. So I'd never tasted. For me, I thought they are meant for wazungus, not us, not any other person. So I never tasted until I came to Nairobi and my husband bought me one. I was so happy. I was so excited to taste just an apple for 30 bob. So I remember even told him, we bring in kokileta apple every day because baby, Lera, baby, shut up. Mommy, don't talk. Hey, she's making a lot of noise. Guy, I am sorry guys for that. So for me, I always thought that the apples are meant for Wazungus, not us. So the first time I tasted one, hey, it was just, I don't know, can't even remember the feelings. Like the feeling I had the first day I ate pizza. Well, anyway, I know most of you have had your first. Lara, please, mommy, please. Lara, let me finish this. Okay, sorry guys. What? She doesn't want to keep quiet. Anyway, that's me being a mom. So, I think that's me. That's me in Nairobi. Yeah, just that. Anyway, I know everybody has a story behind how they came to Nairobi. So you can feel free to share your own share of your story, your own part of your story. Tell us what happened when you came to Nairobi. How was it for you? Ni vitu gani zilikuwa Lara, let me please go back. Ni vitu gani zilikuwa funny for you? Not even funny. Yani zenye ziliku excite sana when you came to Nairobi. So that was me. I know most of you will think nilikuwa ka kienyeji sana. It's still okay. Being a kienyeji, it's actually not bad. That was my experience in Nairobi. It was not that bad because for most people, they come to Nairobi, they get robbed. For me, nobody stole from me. I was not beaten. Sikukuja nikapotea, ni venye nilifika na nikakaa tu mahali niliwekwa. So that was just it. Anywho, I think I've come to the end of this video, and it's been. Hi, don't mind that. Don't mind that. Oh my God. Sorry for that noise. I'm filming from outside. There were people in the house, so that's why I had to film from the car. And now they brought baby for me. Juu amesumbua, so they had to bring baby for me. So that's why you can hear that noise because I'm filming from outside. Yeah. So as I was saying, just share with us. And since now we've come to the end of the video, if you've not watched my other videos, please just go and watch. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in motherhood, parenting, family, fun stories, this is the channel where you should be. So please, if you're interested in that kind of content, please hit that subscription button. You know, this thing of vlogging is so new to me. I'm just trying. Sometimes I even forget to say subscribe, I don't know, share, all those things that comes with vlogging. But I'm sure I'll get used with time as time goes by. So please support your girl. Tell me any other content that you want me to do for you. Please share and like my videos. Bye, and I love you so much. I love. You're showing me a lot of love, and I love you back. Thank you. Bye.